Hey everyone, welcome back to another Tic-Tac Taiko. There is a simple syncopated pattern that is found across all genres of music, and yet I have found some taiko players have a really difficult time nailing it down. So today we're going to break it down and I'm going to help you make it part of your toolbox. Let's go. The first variation is what I call the short. You're going to do your same 4-count pattern that hasn't changed. You're going to step 4 times. You're going to not play anything by the time you get to your 4th step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. With the short, doing it slow is the best way to learn how to play it, but speeding it up gives it a little bit more life, and I find it's a lot of fun to emphasize that 4, the one note I'm not playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next variation is the medium. You're going to double the length of everything you've been doing. The count is the same. You're still stepping in 4, you're still playing in 3, but now you're doing twice as many. Last time you stopped playing by the 4. This time, because it's an 8-count pattern, you're going to stop playing by the 7. It sounds like this. I'll do 2 for nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Just like with the short, this is a good pattern to practice at a little faster tempo, or at least speeding up into a faster tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'Can you guess what the last variation is? Yeah, it's the long. The long is twice the length of the medium, no surprise there. The stepping is the same, the playing is the same. With the medium, we ended before 7 and 8. With the long, we're ending before 13, 14, 15, 16. And I like to do the stepping in half time, so I'm only thinking about 8, which is way easier. Some would say twice as easy to feel as the 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dong. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7, 8. Done. Up to this point, we've been tackling the patterns sort of intellectually, academically. Making them musical is the key to taking them from theory into practice. Let's make these patterns more musical. The last drill for this week's video is to do medium, medium, long. Remembering that at the end of each of those individual patterns, you have space to put in something, some improvisation of your own, a fill of your own, or not play anything at all, just emphasize that empty space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. boom. Boom, boom. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You can do nothing but mediums, you can do nothing but longs, you can mix it up however you want. The point is to stop making this feel like counting in threes and fours and start to feel like this is a fun pattern that sounds musical, that you could put in anywhere, come into or come out of any time you wanted to. Mastering the polyrhythm is important, but unless you're doing it in a practical way, it's all theory. And I want to get you out of theory and into your solos, into your compositions, into your taiko. I want to end this week's video by bending your brain a little bit and showing you, whether you play taiko or not, whether you have trouble with this pattern or not, showing you why it can be difficult for some taiko players. Every taiko player I've met learns the dongo ji pretty early on in their taiko training. And I've done a whole video about this, I've broken it down, but really quickly, dongo is a pattern in three. You hit on the 1, rest on the 2, hit on the 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, dong, go, dong, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. As you can see, this is a fun pattern. It's easy to play, it's peppy, it's lively. There's a lot of songs in the taiko worldwide repertoire that use dongo. However, because this is a pattern that most taiko players learn early, I feel like it messes with the concept of 3/4 the way we've been doing it this week. Hold on tight, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, I guarantee you that every single taiko player who watched that went from 3/4, somewhere it became dongo. It happened to me, and I know it happened to all of you. For you non-taiko players, I'm not sure, but I have a feeling it still shifted, especially once I started to play that pattern at the end, which kind of cemented a different feel. And that right there is the reason, again, in my opinion, why a lot of taiko players have trouble feeling the 3/4. And that reason is dongo. So here's what's going on, at least as best as I can explain. You have a world of 3, you have a world of 4. Dongo lives in 3. It's very happy there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The 3/4 pattern, the polyrhythm, the thing we've been working on this whole time, you have a 3 that lives in a world of 4. You have 4 notes, even though you only count to 3. The pattern 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That second one is hitting on the 4th note. We're not counting 4, but 4 still exists. 4 does not exist in a world of 3. If you move the dongo into the world of 4, it changes. Just like if you take the 3 and the 3/4 into the world of 3. I'm going to play both versions of 3 in the world of 4. So, hey. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if I bring the 3 from the 3/4 into the world of 3, where dongo lives, it'll sound like this. Essentially, it boils down to this. What are the rules of the world the pattern lives in? The pattern is the same regardless, but it's going to feel entirely different based on the rules of that world. So while my method that we went through this week may not be the best method. It's definitely not the only method. It's still a damn good one if you really want to set a foundation that's going to help you learn syncopation and polyrhythms throughout your taiko career, not just this particular one. It'll help you as a musician, as a percussionist, as a performer, and as a taiko player. Finally, I want to say that I would love it if you mastered this pattern, if not the polyrhythm itself. But master this pattern, make it your own, and put it in things. Put it in your compositions, in your solos. And regardless of how much you actually practice the patterns that I set up this week, you're going to start recognizing this pattern in a lot of music that you've already listened to, taiko or otherwise, as well as songs you haven't heard yet. This pattern and patterns that are very similar to it using that same polyrhythm are out there all over the place. And now that you've gone through this video, you're going to see it pop up a lot more. So that's all for this week. I would love a thumbs up if you've gotten this far, or if you like this video, or for any reason, really, it's all good. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. And until next time, keep on practicing and be well.